That I already know.
Yes. Well, yeah.
You're not worried about that.
Yeah.
All right, good morning. We're going to go ahead and start the meeting. Good morning. We're going to go ahead and start the meeting. I'm going to call the meeting to order at 9:03. And let me just all have our cell phones off. I'm going to go ahead and call Christine Wallace for the invitation.
Good morning, everyone. If we could please stand and bow our heads. Heavenly Father, we come to you today as a community of realtors with thanks for bringing us all together. As we gather within this room and as an association, let us have open hearts and open minds. Remind us, Lord, of all our blessings, our health, our families, and our freedom as a nation. As we welcome in our new leadership, we ask that you guide them as they accept their responsibilities to work together as a unified board with wisdom, compassion, and patience for the betterment and continued growth of our association and all of its members. Please continue to bless us daily and watch over us as we go out into our communities to do our job to the best of our abilities. In your name we pray, amen.
Thank you, Christine. I'm going to go ahead and also call Alvaro Salinas for the Pledge of Allegiance. Stay standing.
Oh, sorry.
Are you ready? You know, we usually just rush through the pledge, so this is going down this morning. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good job. Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to Texas, one state, under God, one indivisible.
Yeah, we finally got there. Thank you, Sunny. My name is Juan Delgado. I'm your 2023 president for the McAllen Association of REALTORS. I want to welcome you this morning. And I also want to acknowledge, from my understanding today, is the National Association of REALTORS AE Appreciation Day. So today is his work anniversary as well. My 51 year. Thank you, David, for everything you do for our association. It is my pleasure to introduce our featured affiliate, which is Lone Star National Bank. We have Araceli Hernandez, Americo Mendez, Irene Rodriguez, and Matt. So, do you all want to give a little?
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Good morning, everybody. This is nice to be here. It's a great opportunity, a lot of faces. I'm with Lone Star National Bank in the mortgage department. Just wanted to let you guys know that we are here to service any of your mortgage needs for your borrowers. I did pass out some of my business cards. We have great promotions going on and we're open to do presentations at y'all's offices. If you're interested, we can go a little bit more into detail as far as what we offer, but yes, Araceli Hernandez, and I'm happy, give me a call to work with you all.
Yes, good morning, Miracle Mendez. I'm the new regional manager at Lone Star. Just very happy to be here. Just want to let you guys know, everybody knows Lone Star, but the mortgage department, we are growing it. We have a whole new team in the back to service all the needs. Our turn times right now are about 20 days. We have all different programs. We have a lot of special programs as well. You know, we do from FHA, VA, conventional, physicians, all of our loan officers, they all carry their laptops. They all have their cell phones, so they will be available to you anytime that you need. So it's not just because we're bankers. Everybody looks at that, but we're available on Sundays, Saturdays, at night. So give us a chance. If you haven't looked at Lone Star lately, please take a look, give us a chance, and give us the opportunity to wow you. Thank you for the opportunity. One quick thing, I don't know if you guys know Matt Dang is over there. We have a new Karen Machi, she's also new with us. One of the things that we feature, I know some people have heard about, is our physician mortgage. For those of you guys that don't know, we go up to $1 million, zero down, no MI. So if you have any physicians, so dentists, doctors, they're looking to purchase a home. Sometimes, you know, they're new, they don't have the down payment and they want the big house, right? So we're able to help. And our rates are lower than your conventional rates as well. So up to $1 million, zero down, no MI. It's a great program. Give us a call. Thank you.
That's someone first. I'll go ahead and call. Someone Florida doesn't give us an update on flood insurance.
Good morning, GMAR. How's everybody doing today?
Good morning.
I'm Esteban Flores. I am the federal political coordinator for the 15th Congressional District of Texas. And this week, we received a call to action from the National Association of Realtors and Texas Realtors. So I'll make it brief. I know we have a very important election results coming up, and just a show of hands, who voted today for our GMAR elections? Awesome, that should be everybody's hands going up. So just a quick update on the National Flood Insurance Program. The National Flood Insurance Program is set to expire at the end of the month, and that's very, very alarming for homeowners. This could put millions of homeowners without flood insurance. So this is an issue that NAR and Texas Realtors is watching very, very carefully. As your FPC, I was instructed to contact our member of Congress, which I've done so. And luckily, this is an issue which our members of Congress are taking very, very serious. Our Congresswoman has co-sponsored a bill to try to get more transparency from FEMA. This is an issue that's really affecting our community. As you know, there's a lot of flooding issues in South Texas, in the Houston area, and Harris County. So insurance rates, as you guys have seen, are going up substantially. And the way that FEMA is assessing its risk for flood insurance is changing. So we're calling for more transparency from FEMA, and we're calling for to lower the rates. So this is an issue that we are watching very carefully. We're staying on top of it as realtors, and we're trying to do what we can to put pressure on our elected officials and on our government to help lower insurance rates, because higher insurance rates makes the mortgage rates goes up, and it makes it difficult for people to be able to be in a home and to get the coverage that they need. And now with the insurance rates going up, it's going to put people in a position where they're no longer going to be able to pay their insurance, or they're going to not pay and be uninsured. So that's the update that we're getting from Texas Realtors and from NAR. We're watching this very carefully. We just want to share this with our membership because it's an issue that we're going to continue to monitor. And I will, that's all the update I have for today. It's a more in-depth issue, but I know we're pressed on time. So if anybody has any more questions on it, feel free to reach out to me. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, Esteban. We're going to go ahead and move forward with the reports from our Texas, our director, Regina. It's a report, a couple of our agents and directors and whatnot went to San Antonio. And well, you're gonna look your report here.
Thank you. Good morning. I know everyone's anxious today. Thank you all for being here. Good morning. My name is Christina. If we haven't met, it's a pleasure to meet all of you all. So I attended the Texas Realtor State Conference and I have a couple of updates. I'm going to get started with the truck updates. Good news first, September 1st, thanks to legislation, our information is now private. So hopefully that means fewer spam calls. Heads up, the consumer protection notice got updated. Make sure you tweak your websites, emails, and have a copy posted in your office. You can check with your broker on that. Also, there's a new seller's disclosure notice, which I think we're all already using that one. If not, make sure you update it. Renewal reminders. Starting October 1st, those 90 hours for renewal need to include a brokerage course. GRI brokerage is an approved course. We offer that here at GMR University. There is no more grace period to renew your license now. So when you renew, make sure you do it on time. It now will expire you and you'll go inactive immediately, including hearing. Mark your calendars. Track's next online meeting is November 6th. Hop on their website for more details. I think it's worth checking out. Couple updates from NAR. This cycle will begin in 2025, where we need to do 2 hours of fair housing education every 3 years. NAR conference is around the corner, set for November 12th or the 17th. Can I get a show of hands? How many of you are attending? Connect with us so we can meet up there. Where's it going to be? I'm in California. Sorry, should have said that. There's also been an update to your MUD disclosure. Please, sellers must share this disclosure now. Again, get with your broker on that. Quick update from the NAR budget. NAR and Texas Realtors approved a $30 and $5 fund to allocate for political advocacy and legal funds. You can check out all the details on the NAR website for details. Last but not least, NAR also acknowledged the harassment issue we've been going through nationwide. They're stepping up and putting up policies in place to protect their own. This includes our leaders, our volunteers, and our staff. If you see something off, and I'm going to pause and I'm going to tell you, if you see something off, make sure you speak up. That's all for me today. Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Christina. I'm going to go ahead and call Esteban Flores to give his report.
And I'm back. So my report for the Texas Realtors Shaping Texas Conference, it was a fantastic conference. I highly encourage everybody to attend these conferences because the amount of information that we learn and the networking that we do with the leaders across the state is just phenomenal. So just a couple of quick updates. Texas Realtors is supporting a lot of legislative propositions coming up, and you can find those propositions on texasrealtorsupport.com. And one of the huge wins for Texas Realtors was the property tax exemptions. And so we're going to see a big reduction in our property taxes. And what's going on is the state of Texas has a big surplus, and they're using that surplus to help lower our property taxes. So that's a huge win for Texas Realtors. This is something that we were pushing for from the governor's office, and they listened, and so it's a huge win for us. There were some great sessions regarding the blockchain technology, artificial intelligence, and what that means in real estate. These are the technology in real estate is just changing really fast. So we encourage everybody to kind of stay on top of the trends and what's going on and everything. Another big thing that we got back from the conference is I sit the committee for Texas Realtors, the commercial committee, and we were able to connect with our Texas Realtors commercial chair, Michiko Guillory, and we've been back and forth. So we're going to bring more commercial education to GMAR. So be on the lookout for some courses that we're going to be providing. So I'm working hand in hand with Elena Sanchez, our education chair, And we're gonna bring some more commercial education, so be on the lookout for that. And that's it for our Shaking Texas update. Thank you.
Oh, yes, okay. Good morning, everyone. My name is Sergio Adame, the 2023 Political Affairs Chairman. And so a little bit about the Shaking Texas Conference. Really interesting information. You know, some of the things that we got to talk about and see was that I never felt so old showing up to some of these classes talking about blockchain and AI. So I think I'm finally transitioning over to that group where I really don't know much of anything. But I have to say, what's that? Sorry, no offense, right? So, but the thing that is that technology is here whether we want it or not, whether we want to accept it or not, and whether we're wanting to learn it or not. And so it's very important that we show up to these conferences, you know, every time we get a chance, because this is our trade. This is what we're doing. We need to be educated. We need to be on top of, you know, what the industry standards as they move through our career and you know our tenure and so forth. You know, some of the other additional things. Talk a little bit back to some of the points that Esteban touched on, which was the Texas RealtorSupport.com. Highly recommend that everybody go ahead and log on, check out the propositions that the Texas Realtors is recommending, like some of the things that, you know, hit a farmer up in Dallas, you know, which was the establishing the right to farm. There's a lot of people or municipalities out there that are considering that if you own a large tract of land and you're in the municipality, they say you can no longer farm. And so in developing areas, such as the Rio Grande Valley, is very important because we are farmland, just about everything, right? So we do need the ability to let these landowners continue to farm and continue to be able to hold on to their land, because eventually, you know, we will need it for development. And so as long as we're able to push these propositions forwards, we'll be in a good position all the way around. Property tax relief. We're looking, you know, the homestead exemption cap went from 40,000 to 100,000. So that was a significant increase. And really should be able to help across the board. Also, the establishing the Texas Water Fund. You know, we want to be able to protect our water. We want to be able to have the sources and the funds so we can continue our growth. So yet another proposition that Texas RealtorSupport was able to push, and along with the Texas Energy Fund, because it's no fun that every winter it feels like for the past couple of years we have outages, we have brownouts during the summer, etc. So it's really important that, you know, we start recognizing what Texas Realtors is doing and the ability to press forward these propositions. Broadband infrastructure, also creating an additional fund to be able to get broadband infrastructure to more rural areas, very important. And yet there's a couple of other things right there where if you look at the website there, I just kind of want to call out, you're not allowed when you get to the voting stations to pull out your cell phone to see kind of what you're supposed to vote for. So the suggestion is go ahead and print out the flyer. You can take it with you, and then that way you know exactly what you're supposed to be voting for. That'll give you a better opportunity. And lastly, tell your colleagues, tell them, listen, you know, I get it, you didn't show up to general membership, and so, but I learned this, and spread the word. It is so important to get the word out. I know for a fact that everybody got this the other day. And so remember to register to vote. It is so important to get out there to register. You know, the statistics show that realtors show up more than just about any other group out there. We want to make sure we stick to that. If we're not voting, we're not getting the word out. And you know, and then people start getting upset. It's like, why did that guy win? Well, because you didn't vote. You know? So we want to make sure that everybody does look at registering to vote. Aside from that, you know, the amount of people that we were able to meet up and catch up. I know that David had a great panel that he sat on for AAI. I didn't understand it myself, but it was great.
That's why you put me here.
Right, exactly. But anyhow, if anybody has any questions as far as, you know, the propositions, I know, JD, you had asked about Proposition 9. I have not forgotten. I will be touching base with our Governor Affairs Director of Texas Realtors. I will follow up and I will get you that information as far as some of the propositions that aren't being, the word Texas Realtors is being neutral. Okay, so that concludes my report. Thank you.
We have a report from our trustee, Jonathan Lilly. Good back, trustee.
Morning, everybody.
Morning.
Morning. So my report's gonna be sweet and short. We've got what is called TreePack certified brokerages and TreePack certified affiliates. If you are a broker and you don't know what a TreePack certified brokerage is, find me in the hallway, call me, and let's get your brokerage TreePack certified. But to start, I'd like to call up Sperry Commercial, Adrian Arriaga. We have a few certificates for y'all for over the years. But this is for a TreePack certified brokerage. This is your most recent one. 75% of the brokers, that's the fair share in TreePack. They participate and registered for call for actions. They are registered voters and they do try to do this without the notes. No, I did it all. All right. Make progress.
You went. $20.
Next up, I'd like to recognize our TreePack certified affiliate. I'd like to call up Adame Ellis of Cross Country Mortgage. Thank you. We've got a couple more. Okay, so this one, so for the affiliates, this one is, they're a member of the local association. They participate in 2 TreePack events, which I think you are in every TreePack event. Even though you forget the teams you sign up for the event. You all contribute your fair share to TreePack. You stress the importance of voting for your employees, and you yourself sit on the TreePack committee. So that's one of the requirements as well. And you have your associates in the branch registered to vote. So head on, thank you for being a TreePack affiliate. And like I said, we have 2 more for you. Awesome. Right. I don't know if these people are here, but do we have anybody in the building from Land Title, Texas? No, it's not. What about from Valley Land Title?
Show the certificate for the camera.
No.
They're watching.
So Melissa, if you're watching, Land Title, Texas, if you're watching. Valley Land Title, if you're watching, we have your TreePack certified affiliate certificates here. And Laura, are we gonna deliver them or? Okay, we'll get these delivered to you all. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Jonathan. We're going to move on to committee reports. Call up on JD Villarreal with the budget committee.
Thank you, Mr. President. Good morning, everyone. Couple of weeks ago, I came before you. How many of you were here 2 weeks ago? Well, it's interesting how every year as we approach elections, the issue of accountability comes up. And then it goes away. Well, I had asked you last time I was here to approach me if you had any interests, any concerns that you wanted to bring before the budget committee. And you did, some of you did. One of those was vendors like rent spree. those of you that use them will know this, metrics, MLS, the touch application, risk for security, growth zone. Familiar with those?
Yeah.
Well, you get those for free. The member does, but we, the association, pay for them. So we wanted to be sure, some of you had asked me, will you review to make sure that we're getting a return for our money? And we did. The last meeting we had, we precisely did that. We reviewed, and we're going to continue to review. And I suspect that the new incoming treasurer hopefully will do that likewise. So that I want you to know that from the standpoint of accountability and transparency, there's no doubt that we do our best to provide you with the most efficient association we can give you. I want to share with you a number. Last time I was here, I told you that we had invested into various mutual funds with the highest interest we could earn from the different banks, including a substantial amount of money into a mutual fund nationwide. Well, to date, in the 3 quarters that we've had our year, we've earned $35,000 interest. So you can be sure. You can be sure that we're doing the best we can to represent your interests. And there's some other things we talked about. Now, I'd also like to take the opportunity to invite you to our next budget committee meeting. That's tomorrow at noon. If you've never been to one, come visit. To show you that we're upfront with everything we do. Y que se acabe la campaña de que no hay transparency. You know, yeah. This is my 7th year representing the board. And I'll be damned. If I come before you with this thing still hanging over us. We've accomplished a lot in the last 7 years. You'd be surprised what it used to be before we got started. No? So there's more engagement today than ever. There are more members involved in committees. There are more affiliates involved. Why? Because they trust us and they want to learn. Thank you.
Morning, everybody.
How do you follow that?
All I can say is Global Advisory Council. Guys, so again, Jonathan Lindley, bylaws chair. This year, we have not had very many meetings, but we are working on improving that. One of the big things that came out of bylaws this year is the board, thankfully, everybody here that's on the board, thank you. Global Advisory Council is approved for GMARC. So this is huge. We're going to work on hopefully bringing down CIPS classes, working with our partners across in Mexico to bring more education of global to the Rio Grande Valley, how to facilitate referrals abroad, how to receive referrals from abroad. This Global Advisory Council will fall under the Education Committee. So I'll be working with Elena on education for this. It's still very beginning, but if anybody has any interest in being part of the Global Advisory Council, feel free to reach out to me. And once we start getting more traction going, we'll be doing those meetings and hopefully be bringing you all more reports about the Global Advisory Council here at GMARC. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Jonathan. Next on the line, Elena Sanchez with the Education Committee report.
Good morning, everyone. I just wanted to update you guys with a whole bunch of new stuff that's coming out. We've been working in the Education Committee, amping it up, getting a lot of the interaction with you members, getting more involved. So basically, right now, what we're doing, we're gonna be adding a lot more classes for commercial. So we've had this CCIM, we've attempted it twice. We have not been able to get there just yet. So we're gonna try something a little bit more different. We're gonna be adding, well, we already added the tasks, which is kind of the GRI, but for commercial. So that's gonna help. We're also gonna try to bring in some more CCIM elective classes, just so people can get more involved and with the commercial, get their feet wet. I think by building this out, it will make everybody more comfortable, more confident to actually get involved with the actual, the big boys certification, which along comes with a portfolio that has to be built. So with these classes that we're gonna be providing, I think that that'll give people the opportunity to start getting into that field because they're interested in the commercial, start building their portfolio and be better prepared. So whenever we bring the CCIM again, they'll feel more confident and be better prepared to take those classes. Also, we will be presenting soon. We're gonna be classifying all of our classes. By doing this, we feel that it's gonna better the description of each class to help everybody see if it's something that's a fit to them. So if we have niches that we want to work with, this is gonna better classify the courses that you can, prepare to take throughout the year. With our GMAR University, we're also gonna try to implement, this is something that we're building out. It's gonna be kind of like a roadmap. So once we get that roadmap set up, you guys can get enrolled, and theoretically, once we get this built out, it'll pre-list you to those classes, so that way you have a projection, you have a schedule, you can put your classes in, and that'll give you a better direction in making sure that you don't lose out on possibly classes that could, be a benefit to you, that maybe a description is not, that's not being sufficient. You're missing out on some of these things. So we're working on that. Also, I want to remind everybody that the GMAR University is the best option for our members, brokers. We ask for you guys to encourage your agents to get involved in this. Even a GRI, just for the people that don't know, GRI change their member class code. It changes every 2 years. So they're always amping up. It's always being modified. So you can retake GRI. Just because you've taken GRI doesn't mean that it's off the, so you can retake this class. It'll give you the credits that you need for your 2-year renewals. So, and you're always going to be refreshed on all your basics. So GRI, guys, it's always available. So there's no reason why you wouldn't want to renew your GMAR University. So I would take advantage. We need to see more consistency, support for the program, because it's the best value for everybody. We're definitely saving a lot of money for our members. Again, the SIPs, we're working on that with John Myssie, trying to get that in. And the CCIM, that's another thing. Like I said, the elective courses, that's what I'm trying to really do a lot of research on, so we can try to bring some more of those classes. I'm working also with Esteban, and he's bringing in a lot of that insight as well. The marketing as well, I want to apologize. We're trying to amp that up as well. We're going to be working with that to try to make sure that we get a hold of you. I really encourage everybody to give us some feedback. If there's something that you think that you want to know more about that you don't see, or if anything that we can do as far as our marketing to make sure that we have the outreach to you guys, please reach out to the office and let us know what we can do to assist you in that. And I believe as far as, I think the most exciting thing just is the roadmaps that we're trying to build out for you guys. So once we get those, we're going to start pushing those out. So just keep an eye out for them. All right. Oh, and also this Saturday, we're having the Valor Defense Tactics class. So there's going to be 2 sessions. There's going to be one in the morning and there's gonna be one in the afternoon. You don't have to physically do anything, I mean, if you want to, but they're gonna have a lot of valuable information for just for defense. And they're also gonna have a raffle, they're gonna be giving out, I think, some taser guns and stuff like that, so some cool stuff. This is free for you guys. Please, before you leave, go ahead and enroll so we can get you in and out, get you some ideas, learn how to fight. Whatever, but it's just to self-defense. But if y'all have any questions, I'll be here.
It'll be here in this one.
Oh, it'll be here? Oh, awesome. So everybody come party Saturday. We'll be here all day. Thank you.
Alma Peck with the membership engagement report.
Good morning, everyone. I am Alma Peck, your 2023 member engagement committee chair, and I'm gonna keep it very short. I know we're all anxious. So the first item is that the committee reviewed the GMOR transfer applications, and we have streamlined it, made it very simple for you guys to transfer over and quicker. The application has been updated on our GMOR website, www.gmor.org/applications. The other item is that we have contributed to the Oktoberfest that's coming up with the kiddie ride. So we're trying to get more of the children entertained as well. And the third item is that we recognize that we have a lot of support from our affiliates and we want to thank them. So we're working on having a nice dinner for them for next year. So all the affiliates, thank you so much. We do recognize you, we see you, and we thank you. That's it.
Thank you, Alma. Judith Benavides with the MLS committee report.
Happy GMAR, nice to see a full room. My name is Judith Benavides. I am your MLS chair for this year. So I always feel like the bad guy when I come up here because I'm the one delivering like the bad cop news, but here I am. And I'll just get started. The first thing I wanted to mention is that you all have access to a realtor.com profile. And right now we have 66% unclaimed profiles from GMAR. So get on that, fill out your profile, that way you can claim it and people can reach you with your listings on the realtor.com website. We've also had Crexy that we are going to partner up with them to syndicate our commercial listings. Right now that's in the testing phase, but we should be completely syndicated by the end of October. Another app coming soon or a service to our members is the Showing Time Info Spark. So that is, it's a geographical property data for prospecting, and you can also get branded charts and all sorts of data from this new service that we'll be adding. And as JD mentioned, there are no additional costs for these services. So thank you, JD. Like Esteban mentioned earlier, also technology is here. And I know at the last meeting, I brought up the new fines for sharing logins and passwords and stuff like that. So I don't know if most of you heard, but in August, there was a cyber attack that took down 23 MLSs around the country. Some markets are still working on getting all their functions back to 100%. So that's why we do this, right? That's why we acquired the risk program to help us with it's provided by the CoreLogic to monitor the login patterns. So what you need to know is that by September 30th, if you have staff, office assistants, or personal assistants requiring an MLS access, please set up an individual account for them and register them. Also, please note that after September 30th, fines may apply for non-compliance starting at $3,000 as detailed in MLS Rule Section 1.7.2. If you are a violator, you will be getting an email from our MLS director, Humberto, and I suggest that you respond to him ASAP. We are here for you and if you need training for your office, please reach out to us. We're also doing the MLS outreach, and I can count in one hand how many offices have reached out to us this year. So we don't want to hear, we didn't know, the information's out there. So please reach out to us if you're having issues with anything, CoreLogic, any of the apps that we have, we're here to help. So thank you guys.
Thank you for your report. Secretary Adame, local first.
Good morning. Once again, Sergio Adame, 2023 Chairman, Political Affairs. Just a quick recap here. So it looks like we're going to be going moving forward with our committee for the upcoming elections, municipal elections for slated for November 7th. We're looking that here in Hidalgo County, we're looking to reach out to the different candidates that will be from the city of Alamo, Donna, Annenberg, La Jolla, Palm Beach and Westaco, and then I also know we also looked into Star County. Want to make sure that more than anything in political affairs, people get to know us, people get to see us, people get to talk to us, and it's important that we reach out to these different municipalities because we have realtors that live there, and so unless we're engaged, unless we start talking with municipalities, we don't have that topic of conversation and that famous saying that goes, if you're not seated at the table, you're on the menu. That includes us realtors as well. So we want to make sure that we reach out to these municipalities. We do have a schedule that we're working on, so hopefully everything will. Hopefully the candidates that are running for the different positions will reach back out to us as well. So we're going to try really hard to make sure we. That's always a difficult thing. We'll reach out and then they don't get back to us, and they're like, "Well, why didn't you support us?" Never got back to us, right? And so aside from that, the Texas Realtor positions, TexasRealtorSupport.com, obviously the flyer that we looked at earlier, and then also just to wrap this up, a really important event that we would like to attend, but unfortunately most of us will be at the Board of Leadership Conference in Kalahari, is the City Mission State of the City event. So I would highly recommend that as members, if you're able to go out there, I believe it's a $35 ticket. Go out there, find out what's going on in the city of Mission. I would highly recommend it. This is a limited seating capacity event. It will be happening October 18th there at the State of the City. Feel free to reach out here to the office or to myself to get you a little bit more information about that. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Sergio. Aurora Garcia with Public Relations Committee.
Good morning. No, can you hear me? Okay, so good morning. My name is Aurora Garcia, broker owner at Texas Star Realty and your public relations chair for 2023. The peer committee has been busy planning our realtor fun run to be held October 28th at Tres Lagos. We invite all you superheroes to come out and run. I know that a lot of y'all haven't registered yet, so we need for y'all to register. It's open to the public. We encourage y'all, your friends, family members, anybody that y'all want to join for the run, go ahead. Teams of 6 or more can qualify for a discount rate. Simply reach out to Laura Castro so she can give you your unique registration code. Participants can sign up for either a 5K or a 10K. We also still have sponsorships available, gold, silver, bronze. They all come with different perks, so y'all can see on the flyer. Donations can also be made through the website. The link on the website can be found on the flyers also. Early bird pricing does expire this Friday, the 29th. So if you register before midnight, you save $5. The t-shirt deadline is October 15th. So if you want to be guaranteed your preferred shirt size, please make sure that you register before the 15th. And if y'all scan the QR code, it will automatically pop up on your phone. If y'all have any questions regarding this, reach out to myself, to Laura, to anybody that's out here. Also, to end the year with the PR committee, we're going to be volunteering for tree packs, turkey for tree packs. So if any of y'all want to join in on that, we're going to be doing that in November, I believe. And then in December, we are doing a realtor, we're going to go help at the food bank. We're going to pick a date and we're going to open it to all the realtors, agents, brokers, whomever's and, falls under our umbrella. We'd like to have more of y'all. We had maybe just about 30 people out there last year, and we'd like to have a lot more this year. But I'd like,
1,000.
I'd like to have at least 100 out there, so. Well, as soon as we get the date, we'll let y'all know what date that's gonna be. That's not it. Thank you.
Thank you. One photos with the Commercial Alliance Committee report.
Morning. And I'm back again. This time I'm putting on my commercial chairman hat on. So just to piggyback off of some of the stuff that Judith was saying, I like to play the good cop. So I'm gonna have some good news for you guys. In regarding of the MLS, we've been, I'm just to say, like, I'm really proud of all the hard work that our Commercial Alliance Committee has done this year. We've been super active. And regarding the MLS, we've listened to the membership's concerns regarding the commercial data in our MLS, and we're cleaning that up. We've created a task force to do that, and we already have had several meetings regarding that and several emails back and forth with Humberto and with Matrix and everything. This is something that we've been working on for over a year already, and we're getting close to the finish line. By October 13th, we're set to send some final revisions over to Matrix, so we'll make the commercial input data for the MLS a lot more user-friendly. Some more good news. The Commercial Alliance Committee had a great committee meeting last week in conjunction with the Diversity and Inclusion Committee. So this was the first time we've had two committees working on something side by side. And it was very challenging because you have a lot of different opinions and everything. But at the end of the day, when our committees join forces, it's for the benefit of our members. And I'm super excited to announce that we're going to roll out some scholarships for commercial education. So be on the lookout for that. There's going to be, we're going to give several scholarships for the Texas Accredited Commercial Specialist. That's a tax or TAS designation. And we're going to give several scholarships from both the Commercial Alliance Committee and from Diversity and Inclusion Committee. So be on the lookout for that. There's going to be an application process, so you will have to apply for it. But we're going to be giving out several scholarships. So round of applause for the Diversity and Inclusion. Chairman Rudy Ramirez and co-chair Myssie Barajas Cardenas. And also we are working on a syndication with RGV Partnership. So we're going to be syndicating our commercial data to RGV Partnership. So that's a huge step. They do a lot of great work. They do commercial tours throughout the whole RGV. So that's a great organization because they work with all the cities. And we're going to be sending our commercial listings over to them to help our members sell their commercial listings a lot faster and cast a broader net to who we advertise our listings to. And as far as commercial education, we're working hand in hand with the Education Committee with Elena Sanchez, and we're bringing down more commercial education, more CE courses for commercial. We're working on the Texas Accredited Commercial Specialist designation, the CCIM courses that we're working on. If anybody's interested on this, you can feel free to reach out to me. And we're also going to be working on bringing down some guest speakers for next year. And on October 19th, RGV Partnership is hosting the State of the RGV Real Estate Forum. They've asked me to be a guest speaker for this event. If anybody's interested in attending, we can go ahead and send you the flyer. It's going to be, so save the date, October 19th. It's going to be at the UT RGV Center for Innovation and Commercialization in Westaco. And that's it for the commercial updates. If anybody has any questions or wants more information, always feel free to reach out to me. Thank you.
Thank you, Sarah. And we'll next talk on Cecilia Gonzalez with the YPN Committee report.
Hi, everybody, party's here. Yes, always the best for last. My name is Cecilia Gonzalez. I'm your chair for YPN for this year. And first and foremost, I really want to give a big shout out to our YPN members because you may not notice and it may not be visible or apparent enough, But our YPN committee is very heavily involved in our association. We have a huge impact in all events. We are the life of the party. And we really plug ourselves in to make a difference and really support the rest of our committee members, right? And so I want to give a shout out to all of our YPN members, realtors and affiliates. We are heavily also affiliate driven as well. And so I would really encourage for the rest of you, if you're not involved in our association, please come and join us. Have a great time and also grow your careers. So with that said, we are closing in on our fun Oktoberfest coming up on October 21st. This is our annual YPN biggest YPN event. And we really encourage all of our family members, bring your family, your kiddos. This is going to be a fantastic event. This is going to be the best one so far throughout the years. We really upped the scale this year. We've heard all your feedback loud and clear. And I think a lot of it was, hey, we want more family-oriented activities. So we really took an initiative to not only raise the money, and we're looking for sponsors as well, and we'll talk about it in a minute. But just to give you a sneak peek of what's to come, we're going to have 4 carnival rides, which is huge for our kiddos. You can even have one that parents can actually get on it with your kids as well. So it's going to be super fun. We're also going to be providing 4 food trucks. So we invited partners. Who doesn't like hot Cheetos and cheese, right? On a carnival event. So look forward to that. Elotes, you know, a pizza probably, and burgers, maybe tacos as well. So it's going to be super fun. We're going to have plenty of shade this year. So, okay, don't throw any shade to us anymore. We're going to have ample space for you guys to have seating space. Not only that, but our game booth sponsors are going to have all activities for our family members. It's going to be completely free. They get to engage with our affiliates, our realtors, where hopefully we're going to see who puts in the best booth forward. And really amp it up with some Halloween theme maybe, or some, you know, Thanksgiving theme coming up. But we really want to see you guys maybe get decked out, come in your costumes if you want to. We're not going to judge, but we're just going to go and have a great time. Our barbecue competition is once again going to be sanctioned by the CBA, the Championship Barbecue Alliance. I didn't even know that there was an alliance to a barbecue, but there is. And it offers 4 meat categories, including chicken, pork, brisket, and ribs to compete in. Spots are going to be assigned on a first-come, first-served basis. So make sure you get here, you register on time before they're all taken up. We have 4 sponsorship levels. We're seeking for a premier sponsor, awards, events, and game booth sponsors. You can check out our flyer. It has all the detailed information on it. The premier sponsorship, however, we only are limited to 2 spots, and 1 is already taken. So FOMO, for those of you guys who don't want to miss out, make sure you sign up today with me or with Laura in the back to get your name out there. The premier sponsorship is going to have a lot of perks, including a large logo display in our photo area, one game booth assignment, social media recognition throughout the event. You're going to be featured in our video clip event, and a logo event signage. So there's a lot of perks to get your name out there and really, you know, set the tone for our bus. All right. So if you have any questions regarding that, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We'll be available. And also, like Aurora said, and we are heavily involved in participating in other events and supporting our community. So we're also going to be participating in our Turkey for Tree Pack event as well, and the RGB Food Bank Drive. As we look forward to 2024 and how realtors continue to light the way in our communities and make an impact, I wanted to briefly recap my exciting YPN Leadership Week that I attended back in Chicago. And it was an amazing experience. And I wanted to highlight NAR's new initiative for 2024. As realtors are the beacons of our community, there's 6 key points that we're going to be engaging in next year, and something that I'm really excited about. Number 1 is going to be realtors lighting the way to financial literacy, home ownership, and career opportunities. This is going to be a new initiative teaching financial literacy to high school juniors. So a lot of times I think to myself, hey, I wish I would have known this 10 years ago. I wish I would have started real estate when I was back in my 18, right? In my 20s. How much more of a difference would I be financially stable at this point? I think a lot of times our community members right now are first-time home buyers. they end up learning too late on their, maybe late 20s and the 30s. And they're probably not even ready at that point, right? They're getting another 5 years, another 7 years to save up the money and really be educated about the homeownership structure. And so it's super important that we educate our future leaders young, right? While they're still in school, take advantage and really reach out to our local high schools and partner up with them to bring to them this financial literacy to start young. And that's going to stabilize, our future generations of homeownership. And that's going to bring stability to our community. It enriches our community overall, right? Because we know that home ownership brings stability to families. And so it's a super important initiative that we're going to take on in 2024. I look forward to anybody that wants to sign up and be the voice and teach young kids coming up. You can find the information on NAR's website. Ignite Others is the call of our initiative. There's 6 key points on there. I'm not going to go into the whole detail. There's an exciting video we're going to watch in a minute. Let me just recap the other 6 points that we have. So realtors illuminating our communities, being involved and highlighting how realtors ignite a community home and property ownership, protected property ownership, shining a light on financial winners for our members, right? A lot of times we're not even financially stable. We have to take back control of our financial future, both personally and professionally. So there will be tools available for you. Igniting sustainability by reducing our carbon footprint, and there will be a Fill It Forward reusable bottle campaign coming up. Sparking interest in future leaders and members are reflecting the diversity of our society. I encourage you guys to get involved, engage, and grow with the association. Also, and lastly, brightening the path to member success by promoting professionalism, education, advocacy, and leveraging the resources and tools that NAR provides. So super exciting. We can play the video.
One second.
Just kidding.
Do we have show and tell?
Or not.
On your way. Yeah. This is the first time we use this, and bear with us.
You can post it on the page.
Yeah, we already posted it on the chat as well.
Okay.
But let me try one more time because speakers are not. Yeah, we'll go ahead and move on.
Sorry, turn off my mic. So thank you, everybody.
We lost our mic.
No,
Yeah.
turn it on.
You turn it on.
Yeah, turn it on.
Yeah.
Oh, there's your.
Hold on.
Hello. I found. Okay. Thank you, Cecilia, for the report. Up next will be our tree pack report. I'll be calling up on Nina Moon.
Ready again?
It's on. I can hear it.
No?
What the top?
There you go.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. It's not that switch.
Hi, good morning, everybody. Real quick recap on tree pack. I'm Anita Moon, your 2023 tree pack chair. So our tree pack year ends in a couple of days on September 30th. And as of September 19th, we had the current investments of $82,346.75 in tree pack investments. So thank you so much. I think we've had a really good year. We've gone above our commitment, which was 80,000, but also this does not include the silent auction items that we had online. So those numbers are still coming in, and after September 30th, I will give you a more correct results on everything. Other than that, like I said, thank you very much to everybody that's invested. Our tree pack year starts again on October 1st. So if you are looking to want to be a major investor, please come talk to myself or to Jonathan Lindley, and we can answer any of your questions. So thank you. Have a great day.
Thank you, Lita. Next will be David Cáceres with the CEO of the report. Good morning, G-Mark. No, it's election day. I know everybody's nervous. Everybody wants to be off this podium, so we'll get the results. We'll get there. The beauty about my job, which was honestly a fear moving into this role, was what the hell am I going to say to these people on a monthly, quarterly basis? The hard part, I think, in leadership is being able to pull back and allow the leaders to speak. And I think we accomplished that today. I don't think I've seen a group of leadership be as outspoken as it's been in the last few years. I haven't seen a group of leadership being as involved, not only in the state and national association dealings, but also in the community. If you don't know what your leadership is doing out in the community, get with them. People are getting involved in city councils and EDCs and chamber of commerce and development corporations. Like, get involved in the community. This is where GMAR needs to make an impact. And those little evolutions have come from the leadership in this pool, and I'm very, very proud of being able to serve in this role. Yes. Now. That's a feed thing. I don't know. I'll leave that to them. But
yeah.
Email MLS@gmar.org. So a couple tidbits. I know I had a couple of points that I wanted to kind of throw out there, but everybody kind of just said their thing already and kind of my talking points. So I will stick to more of the staff engagement side. One thing that we have been working on the quiet side, on the staff side, was cross-training all of our staff. When I came into this role, I kind of took it back to a separate organization that I work with. When you're managing 2,000 people, it's easy when you have a large team of employees to handle 2,000 people. But when we're only 6, it's really, really hard to handle communication and interaction with membership. So as of October, but I'll make the announcement here because you'll see it when we come back from CMLS. But as of October, 100% of our staff is CMLX 1 certified, which that is the certification that staff needs in order to understand how to better manage an MLS system and an MLS organization. So every single one of your staff members has now been certified with CMLX 1 through CMLS on time. On top of that, we scrambled to get it done, but Humberto and myself will be graduating from CMLX 2, which is the executive level training for CMLS management or MLS management as a national tool. So you'll probably see some pictures of us being on stage next week. So we've been definitely putting in the sweat equity to make sure that we're providing as much value to the membership as possible.
6-month long course.
6 month long, yes. While still handling 2,000 members. So a little round of applause for staff. I'm able to do this because of them. Let me see what else. Speaking engagements, I know Sergio had mentioned it at Texas Realtors. I got approached because we've been so involved with CMLS and Rizzo and all the technology aspects with AI in the world and all that. Texas Realtors approached me to speak on a panel at the conference on AI in the MLS. And so super early morning, I did not expect there to be people in the room, but I think there was about 400 people in the room at 8:30 in the morning. So very happy to have done that. First time on stage in that respect, and that has snowballed. Texas Realtors has just, or Texas Realtor Magazine has reached out to me. I just finished doing an interview on that same subject, also talking about Omni MLS. We made that announcement earlier in the year. Omni MLS is fully up and running. I would love to get some conversations going with you guys, whoever is actually trying to develop some sort of a deal or some sort of a relationship with any international partners. That way we can speak with the leadership in Omni and see what kind of initiatives we can kind of start working on, education purposes, or I don't know, Zoom meetings to kind of meet each other, whatever. I need more information to see what it is that this can evolve into. So Omni MLS is up there. Regional conversations. I know everybody wants to ask that question. Regional conversations are active. They are not fast moving. Do not expect that in conversations like this. This will be a 2-3 year long conversation, trying to figure out what the best avenue is for success for everyone in the region. it's very hard to take everyone's viewpoint into account, but when you're having a conversation like this, it behooves us to take it slow. Take it slow, understand and truly listen to each other on what it is that everyone needs to feel equitable in the region, but also how we can provide the most benefits back to the membership. Because at the end of the day, anything that's running here in the Valley in real estate is for you guys. You guys are the lifeblood of the Valley. So those collaborations are ongoing. Other than that, very happy for the progress. Very animated election season. It's been a year. It's officially a year, guys. Thank you for the opportunity. We'll continue to grow it, and we have a lot on the forefront for leadership. Not only what we've been working on and planning to set up for this year and the next 2-3 years, but whoever ends up being the elected officials from the results today, get ready. You will be drinking from the fire hose for the next 6 months. So we will welcome you soon. Thank you very much. Thank you guys for the report. I'm gonna introduce Robbie Valadez, our president for 2023 of the Women's Council of Realtor McAllen chapter.
Everybody, I don't think I need the agenda, but I asked for a little favor, so I appreciate it, guys, very, very much. I'm Robbie Valdez, 2015 GMAR president and current Women's Council McAllen Network president. I just wanted to give a quick run by of everything that we're doing this last half of the year. On Friday, August 18th, we had our fashion show with Leona, and we are going to be donating. We did really, really well, and thank everybody for attending. We are going to be donating $1,200 to Mujeres Unidas this year to help them out. We also attended Shaping Texas conference. We had two incredible speakers. One of them was Marky Lyman, and the other one was Chris Sears from J-Park. Both were fantastic. I would recommend them both to everybody. I was also able to attend the inauguration. Thank you, G-Mart, for letting me sit at y'all's table. I paid for my own ticket to serve it. The council paid for it. Just so everybody knows that if you ever have the chance or want to go to state, I highly recommend it, especially the inauguration. There were over 500 realtors at the inauguration from across the state of Texas. It was incredible. And the theme was Roaring 20s.
And the delegation from Mexico.
Oh, that's right. Ampi was there as well. And they had 2 tables, right? Yeah, it was really, really fantastic. Also, the Tree Pack Skeet Shoot. We also donated, what was our sponsorship? We did a $250 sponsorship, but also I would like to congratulate Aurora Garcia for coming in first place, is what I just saw. That participated, and we do believe in Tree Pack tremendously. I'm looking at my little notes here, guys, sorry. On September 19th, we had a state audit for our books. It is mandatory every year for every network in the state of Texas. We came out incredibly well. State actually commended us for our bookkeeping, and I'd like to thank Julie Cayas. Is Julie here, our treasurer, for keeping the most incredible books. It's like the size of a Bible for this year. It's like this big, and she's done a tremendous job. And I'd like to thank Mary Houseplug, Alma Pack, and Annette Palomo for being on that committee for me. Round of applause. I would also like to let everybody know that this year's installation of officers for the 2024 board installation celebration will be Friday, November 3rd from 6:30 to 11 at the Old Church Winery. The tickets are $35 for active members and $50 for non-members. Reserved tables of 8 will be $600. This will be the installation and inauguration of the 2024 line of officers for Women's Council. Ladies, please stand if you're here.
I like how they position themselves in the 4 corners.
Yeah.
Just very strategic. Also, we are participating in the Mission 8 5K Run Walk on October 14th, 2023. Please see Clarissa or Julie if you all would like to be one of our team members. We need to sign up as many people as possible. This is the second time we've done this run, third time we've done this run, and it's always been extremely successful and a lot of fun. And State Women's Council really recognizes us for our efforts in actually everything that we do. Also, Clarissa was awarded a scholarship at Shaping Texas Conference. Vicki Wright is on her way to getting the PMN, which is a specific Women's Council designation. Will you be walking this year at Anaheim to receive your designation? Congratulations, ladies. I would like to recognize Myssie Cardenas-Barajas. She is one of the 10 women from across the country from Women's Council as a Women's Council influencer for national and for Texas. She was part of the workshop to establish the new diversity initiatives. Please give her a round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you, Robbie. So y'all, as you can all tell, we've been very, very busy. All that information within 1 hour is mind blowing, right? Because usually go over the hour. So up next, I have a little speech I want to give out to before we move on to the announcements of the election. So I just want to, once again, good morning to everyone. I want to start by expressing my sincere gratitude to each and every one of you who have joined us this morning, whether in person or virtually online via Zoom, and to all of you that have participated in the voting process. I also want to take a moment to congratulate and extend a heartfelt thank you to all the incredible individuals who stepped forward as candidates for tomorrow's leadership roles within our association. It's not an easy decision, and it takes a special kind of dedication and genuine willingness to serve and take on these responsibilities. As we look forward to the next chapter in our association's history, I can't help but feel genuinely excited about the potential before us. It's truly inspiring to witness the passion and commitment of our future leaders as they follow the footsteps of those who have paved the way. They are the ones at the forefront actively shaping both the present and the future of GMAR. It is important to acknowledge that these leadership roles are voluntary positions, and they may appear simpler than they are. And in reality, they require extraordinary amount of time, respect, and unwavering commitment. Behind every leader in our association, there's an entire team dedicated to making crucial decisions and advocating for the best interests of our members and driving positive change. I want to personally express my gratitude to my current board and all those who have served and stood before the membership in the past. Your dedication and hard work have played essential roles in creating the vibrant community that we cherish today. Your contributions are deeply appreciated, and they haven't gone unnoticed. As we eagerly await for the election results, let's remember that it's the collective effort of every member and leader that keep our association thriving. Your involvement is not just valued, it is vital. Together, we will continue to build a stronger, more prosperous future for GMAR. Let's remain committed as a group to our shared goals and work together for the betterment of the association. So thank you once again for allowing me to serve you. Now I'd like to introduce our election committee chair, Vicki Wright, along with Prashina and Robbie Valdez.
Good morning, GMAR this morning. We are your elections committee, Robbie Valdez, Prashina Samati, and Vicki Wright, myself. We will be heading back to the office to get the official results. No one knows them yet. It's an automated system, so the system is going to give us the results, and then we will return and announce our results at that time. Any questions? Thank you.
Yeah. So, and then we'll start with the door prizes, Neil. Yeah. David wanted me to announce, can you show the upcoming events? Yeah. So there's a ton, so I'm not gonna go down that list. Any last minute business cards?
Okay. Who's buying us lunch?
Oh, you're going to. Realtor? Anyone else?
What? No, because then I'm gonna win my card and then I'm.
We'll have,
Because I'm gonna win and then they're.
we'll have a medical and y'all wanna help draw? Sure.
Yeah.
Business for us.
We're gonna do, let's do affiliate first, but then we'll have someone else.
So that way.
Bloody. Oh, look, let.
Araceli Hernandez.
That's me.
Okay, is this for the realtors?
Eric, Salas.
Carissa.
Cali Salas. So we're just gonna remain on standby here for a moment.
Oh, Marta, maybe. What? Llegaron tarde. Oye, hay que ir or
Maybe you could put maybe the events are happening. Let's put them in. If I saw.
Whatever.
There is the light within each of us, a glowing ember of hope and optimism.
Double check.
There is a light within each of us, a glowing ember of hope and optimism, seeking to belong, to make an impact, to ignite. Riding with the brand reminded us of our collective strength and our own special light and commitment. We know that to be a realtor is to be fiercely committed to excellence and ethics, to develop deep-rooted connections, and to relentlessly defend fair housing and
rights for all. Now it's time to ignite others. In 2024 and beyond, the National Association of REALTORS will enact change through 6 Being Ignite Others points of light. Through Ignite Others, we will brighten the path to entrepreneurship and financial literacy, financial wellness, stronger communities, leadership, sustainability, and member success. With strong and actionable initiatives in place, Ignite Others will celebrate our diverse backgrounds, cultures, experiences, and ideas. This is our opportunity to tap someone on the shoulder and illuminate their potential. Our members, our communities, and our youth. Together, we will spark the flame. Together, we will ignite others.
So now I can use that.
There's a water bottle.
Have a little water up there.
I don't know if it's personally.
Oh, let me switch. Let me switch.
All right, meeting adjourned. Everybody, thank you for coming. All right, we can have everybody quiet down and close. Come back in, close the door. What, you got it?
Hold on.
Sure, let me kill so you win.
Okay. Okay, guys, we had the most engagement ever with 708 ballots submitted.
Wow.
I'm gonna start with the board of directors.
It's gonna show all of them?
Yep. Not yet, when she's done.
When she's done. When she's done. Go ahead.
Are you guys gonna post the results on the top?
Yeah, transparency, you want it, you got it. So, the first board of director would be Teri Sipes.
As she calls you, please come up so you can say a little bit something at the end.
Aurora Garcia. Daniel Diaz.
Danny's on Zoom. She's
On Zoom?
Yes.
Okay, okay.
Must be present too.
Of course, our 2024 secretary, Myssie Cardenas-Barajas will take the secretary position for 2024. Treasurer, Dolly Elizondo. And our 2024 president-elect, Sergio Adame.
The directors are the small one. And then that's the president. So those are your president's results, the officer results, and that is your director results. Yeah, we can post them on Gmarket next, eventually it'll be on.
Thank you.
Mr. President, would you like to make a statement? Sure. Incoming.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much. First off, I want to thank membership. Thank you so much for giving me a platform. It truly means a lot to me to have the opportunity to represent every member here. To my opponent, thank you so much for running the campaign that you did. You know, it takes character, it takes courage to step up. So I really do appreciate you stepping up and giving membership an option. You know, whenever you apply for these positions, it's not easy. It's commitment. It's the time that you want to dedicate to membership. This is a volunteer position. And so the opportunity to be able to serve shouldn't be taken lightly. We represent 2,000 members and affiliates. That's a big number. We are considered, you know, pretty much one of the largest, if not the largest, trade association here in the Rio Grande Valley. So it's important that we hold ourselves to a higher standard. The candidates that I was running on was accountability, commitment, and empowerment through education. And I want to stand by those to tell people we will push forward with everything that we've been working with so hard these past couple of years. And I look forward to being able to serve membership to the best of my capacity. So once again, thank you so much.
We want to attempt, Daniel.
Yeah. Just give me 1 second because we have to switch the audio. You could leave it. It's up to you.
That's fine.
Okay.
We're going to continue with Teri. You want
Teri.
to ask
I'll
in the
message
chat
her.
if you want to say.
Yes.
Hi, good morning, GMAR. I want to thank you for placing your trust in me, your continued trust in me. It was a interesting campaign, you know, I went on to points of leadership, proving leadership, which I've shown and will continue to show, service, which I will continue to do, and integrity. And I will continue making you all proud as we go out to state conference and here locally. I am truly honored and blessed to be continuing to, you know, show leadership to everyone and you know, just represent you well everywhere here in the community and in conferences. So I thank you again, and I look forward to a 3-year term. So I am excited to serve alongside of you, and you know, I thank my opponents. I mean, it was like I said, it was an interesting campaign for me. So thank you so much again.
Good morning, everyone again. Fellow realtors, brokers, GMAR employees and friends. I ran for this position on the premise that every vote counts and everyone's voice needs to be heard. I want to thank everyone that took the time to vote and help prove that idea true. I'd also like to say thank you to all the candidates that ran. I think we give our realtors a great group of individuals to choose from. And because of that, everyone wins. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to serve. I hope that our realtor community continues to grow stronger, and I'm part of that. Thank you.
What an honor. What an honor it is to serve y'all. It was a tough race. Yeah, I'm fascinated. Thank you again. It is the utmost pleasure and honor to be able to serve and be your voice. Please know that each one of you guys can come up to me and know that I will be there to serve you at the best capacity that I could ever give. I'm truly, truly, truly honored. We are among greatness, and I'm so glad that each one of you guys can see what I see in each one of you. So thank you again. It's an honor to serve. It's going to be a great year, and you're among wonderful people. Wonderful, wonderful people. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I want to follow the eloquence here and continue to say I am also honored. Thank everybody that ran. Campaigns are difficult. But it was so exciting to see the engagement. I stand on the shoulders of many leaders before all of us to go forward, move this group in the right direction. And I'm honored again. Thank you so much for electing me. Thank you.
Daniel, let's get them online. Okay, it's working. Hey, Daniel, do you want to say something? You're muted. Let me unmute you. There you go.
All right, can you guys hear me?
Yes, we can.
All right, guys. First and foremost, my apologies for not being there. I unfortunately have been under the weather since Sunday. So I am home and I'm doing great. I'm actually feeling a lot better. Wished I was there to join you guys, but unfortunately I was not able to. However, I think first thing that comes to mind is how exciting to see so much participation, and that, you know, we saw the members come through, and that, you know, as we ran this campaign and all the candidates ran this campaign, that we were able to see such large participation. I think that's a great move to strive forward for the association and for membership. With that said, really, first and foremost, I, as you know, really want to thank God for always being there, and being there in the thick and the thin and the good and the bad, and for this opportunity that He has given me. The other, I'd like to also thank my wife, who is, as I've said many of times, 25 years of marriage, and she has supported all my crazy endeavors. And she has never said no. She's always said do it. And so this was absolutely one of them, that she has cheered me all the way. And so I'm very grateful to her. I also want to thank my the team that stood behind me. This was not possible without them. Diego, Esmer, Glenda, Rigo, my daughter Alexis, who helped, you know, as you all know, we ran a pretty aggressive campaign, and really wanted to share the message and the importance to membership of voting and getting involved. And so, you know, they were out there volunteering their time, and, you know, in triple digit heat, cooking fajita tacos. And so, you know, thank you guys for that. I really appreciate the love and support. Also the sponsors and my good friends, Robert Perez, Adriana Montes, and Encore Title and Capital Title for the facilities, providing the facilities. So I definitely, you know, membership to you guys, thank you so much. I had, from the moment that I accepted the candidacy, they reached out to me, people reached out to me, and were expressing their support to me. And so it really served as confirmation that this was somewhere I needed to be at this point in life, and or professionally. One other thing I wanted to say real quick is that it really takes a true leader to encourage people. You know, true leaders should always encourage and then not discourage. True leaders always see opportunity and potential in people, even when people don't see it in themselves. And so with that said, I've got a dear friend of mine and colleague that actually we would not be here. I would not be here if she had not picked up the phone and said, "Hey, Daniel, I believe in you." And so I want to thank Gladys for reaching out and inspiring me and motivating me to do this. You are a true leader, my friend. And I wish you the best of luck in all your endeavors, and next year as you serve as president for the Women's Council. And I think the takeaway from there is just that, you know, it only takes one person to believe in somebody to make that person find their potential, or you know, get on their journey to reach their potential. And so we should always strive to be that person, to believe in someone. I'd also like to congratulate all the candidates that I will sit side by side with Sergio. I think that Dolly and Aurora And Teri, I am honored to be sitting by you guys and all the existing officers, and as we continue to move forward to make this a better organization, Myssie as well, a better organization, a better association for everybody. I really am excited to bring my knowledge, my expertise, my skill sets, and my everything that I've got to the table to be able to offer that to you guys, and I hope that I'm an asset. Lastly, I'd also like the candidates that actually ran that were not able to yeah, I'm sorry, but I gotta say this because a lot of people did, guys, that did a lot of work on the back end, but I do want to see the candidates too that were not successful in it. Guys, I do encourage you guys to run again next year. But yeah, so thank you everybody, and I appreciate everything, and again, thanks again for your sponsor for supporting and for your vote.
Get some rest, Danny.
Thank you so much.
I don't need the mic. So once again, that concludes the meeting, 10:37, 10:38. And I just want to go ahead and congratulate everybody. Another round of applause. Look forward to sitting next to you in those board meetings with our president-elect, Anita Moon. Thank you. If you want to stick around and take a group picture.
Meeting adjourned.
Yeah, I already adjourned the meeting.